whatever else you can conjure up, you can probably hear it. Just follow the sounds. Yeah. Alright, have a great day. That's the third one today. Got it. Open your own shop, they said. It'll be good experience, they said. No one's gonna trust a witch without a clientele. How am I supposed to build that if no one comes by? is quite fond of her animals. However, I'm very forward thinking, right? I'm a more modern kind of witch. So, if you can give me your phone number or email, or both. Alright. Well, I do have to ask, you're looking for a love potion. I do have to know what exactly your intentions are. Right? Are you looking for something innocent, like a first love or a childhood love? Or are you looking for something a little more mature? Oh, okay. So admiration, adoration. Oh, a touch of obsession. Okay, so something a little more mature. No problem. Alright, well, now that we've got the boring stuff out of the way, we can get into the fun things. Now, like I said, this is a consultation, so I will be going over what I intend to use in your potion. And if you're happy with it, then I will make it and you'll come back in about 3 days' time to retrieve it. Oh, no, we don't discuss payment until after I've made your potion and if you're happy with your results. Of course, it's part of my guarantee. So, let's see. You said admiration and adoration. Okay, well, I would recommend for the base for this potion a little bit of this. Distilled sun. Right, the essence of the sun. Oh, well, thank you very much. Actually, all of my ingredients that I use and all of my potions and spellcasting are grown or created by me. I take great pride in my work, so you can only expect guaranteed results. Now, like I said, I want to use the essence of the sun for the base of this potion. Right? Nothing quite says adoration or admiration like the power of the sun. It's something that motivates you. It gets you up every single morning. The start of a new day. You want this person to admire you and see you that way. So I will be using this as the base. Now, of course, this is a love potion. So I will recommend a little bit of this. Oh, of course not. This is distilled affection. I sourced it myself. Oh, of course they were willing participants. It's pretty, right? fingernails, then I will need spit. So, here you go. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you. Oh, of course, I do dilute it. I don't want it to be too strong. Safekeeping. Well, those are the main ingredients that I will be using for your potion. What do you think? Right? I agree. I think it will be very effective. Oh. Oh, of course. None of this would negatively impact the person that we're giving this to. Right? Of course there isn't.